Everyone, it's Fantayzia and welcome to another discussion video. So today I thought we would talk about features that I would love to see in the upcoming horse pack. So if you guys don't know, the horse expansion pack has been leaked. It happened yesterday and I still can't believe it. I cannot wait until we get like official photos and the gurus start like, tweeting stuff. Oh my goodness, I just can't wait. And what do you guys think the trailer is going to look like? I feel like it's going to be so cool. I'm actually genuinely excited, and I'm not even like this huge horse fan or anything, but just imagining horses in The Sims 4 just seems really cool, especially because I thought that was one animal that we actually wouldn't get because it's closed world. A lot of us thought that for a long time. Obviously for a while now I've thought they're coming because of the hints, but like beforehand I never really thought so. It just seemed like an animal that was going to be avoided due to the limitations with The Sims 4, but they're doing it. So this opens up a lot of doors. So we're going to talk about some things that I'm hoping will come and some things that I just feel like are going to be a thing, and I really hope I'm right. So let's get into it. But first, let's do our notification shout out. And this one goes to Princess Zelda. I love that for you. You're going to be able to live out your horse dreams in your Sims game. We love that. Thank you so much for your comment. And if you guys want a chance to be in a notification shout out, all you got to do is comment down below. So let's start off with the first thing that I hope is coming, and I also think will be coming. And that's customizable horses in Create a Sim. So obviously with cats and dogs, they're very customizable in Create a Sim. So I'm hoping that's the same situation because it's an expansion pack. And obviously we don't know for sure if we're getting other animals, but I'm assuming no. I think it's just going to be horses. At least, I don't know, just the fact that it was leaked and the leaked name is Horse Ranch. Now, keep in mind that actually might not be the official name. It really might not be, because when High School Years leaked, the name wasn't exactly accurate, and then it later corrected itself when the official name was revealed. So it could be different. The Sims 4 Horse Ranch, I think that sounds okay, but I don't know, it might be something different. However, just the fact that the leaked name is Horse Ranch, I do think it's going to be just based on horses. I don't think we're going to be getting any other animals, but I could be wrong. I don't know. Horses are like a very big, in-depth animal. And so I just feel like if they're going to be adding other animals, then the horses are going to be like lackluster. So I just think we're going to be getting a whole expansion pack all based on horses. So if that's the case, I think they're going to be customizable in Create a Sim, and I really hope so, because that'll be so cool. Can you imagine going to Create a Sim and customizing a horse? Like this giant animal? Like we haven't had any big animals in the game. Like even with the cats and dogs, the bigger dogs are sized down a little bit. They just they really made us think we're never going to be getting like big animals. And then when they did cottage living, yes, like cows are a bigger animal, but they're very restricted. And can we just hope that's not the case? I don't think so, because horses, why would they make a horse pack if they're not going to have the ability to have them roam around? I don't know, that just doesn't make sense to me. So I truly think they're going to be very customizable. We're going to be able to go and create them like cats and dogs. They're going to work more like pets rather than like farm animals. So let's cross our fingers. That would be really, really cool. I can just imagine the things that people will do if they can, customize them and create them with the paint tool and everything. So the next thing is breeding. I really hope the horses can have babies. That would be adorable, having little baby horses, because with cottage living we can't do that. But with cottage living, it's not just based on the farm animals. That's like a whole cottage country farm life type of pack, gardening, different festivals happening, so many things going on. It's not just the farm animals. So I think that might be why they can't have babies. At least I hope so, because having little baby horses would be so cute. The next thing on my list is horse races. So I think this would be a really good feature to add. This was kind of a thing in The Sims 3. They could do competitions, and yeah, I just really think that would be nice to see. And, your horse can kind of enter a competition and have the opportunity to win. And there could be a prize, whether that's money or whatever. It would make sense if it was money. But yeah, I think that would be really cool. And then the thing I'm really hoping for, that I want so badly, is a bigger world with bigger lots. So if these horses are going to be what I think they're going to be like, we're going to need the space. Because if they're running around and, galloping, it's just gonna be so weird with the routing if we have this small world. So I'm picturing this big world with huge lots, even if it's not a really big world, but the lots we have are huge. Oh my gosh, what if we get bigger lot types than the ones we have? I really hope so, because I just feel like the biggest lot type we have is not big enough. So hopefully they kind of up that. That would be really cool to see. Also, along with that, more open spaces. I definitely think regardless of lot sizes, there should be more open spaces. Of course, The Sims 4 is closed world, but we have been seeing like more open worlds as we go along. I feel like the worlds just feel more open now. Like you can have your sim walk around more without like cutting you off. So hopefully they expand on that even more, because again, that would make a lot of sense. The next one is learn horseback riding. I hope there's horseback riding. Like not, I mean, of course our sims are going to be able to ride the horses. I feel like that's just a given, but like actually being able to learn. I think that'd be so cool if the kiddos can start off learning how to ride a horse, and you know, it can be difficult for them at first, different moodlets, and it would be cool if there was a skill, like a horse riding skill. Oh my goodness. That's kind of like a separate thing, I guess, because I want to see horseback riding, but then I also want to see a riding skill. So I really hope that happens. Okay, so next thing is unicorns. Oh my gosh. Well, you guys know I used to be obsessed with unicorns. You guys are still the Fantacorns, so I mean, we still got unicorn vibes up in this channel. However, it's not like how it used to be. So my channel's not like unicorn themed anymore, but don't get me wrong, I still love a unicorn. Like they're majestic, magical, and I would love to see that in The Sims 4. In The Sims 3 we had unicorns, and how cool would that be? It would look so cool. And like when a unicorn spawns in, it just looked magical in The Sims 3. I would love that. And then if your sim can own a unicorn and we can customize the unicorns and create a sim, how cool. The next thing is ranches, and I feel like that's also like a given, especially with the placeholder name, but again, it's a placeholder name. But just like, why is that the placeholder name? You know, I feel like it means something. I feel like we're getting ranches, and I hope so. That would be so cool. Like if you search up like horse ranches on Google, picture the way those look in The Sims. That would be such a cool experience, because like it's such an open space and like there's so many horses. Like, oh my goodness, if we could have like a whole bunch of horses, that would be cool. Something else I'd love is stables. I feel like we should get stables, but like who knows? I hope so. Like, because the reason I put this on the list, because it seems like something that would come for sure, because you know, where are you going to put your horse at nighttime and stuff? In a stable. But in cottage living, they just did this thing where like the farm animals just kind of have like their little area they go into. So I don't really like that. Like for the chickens, I feel like it's okay, but I don't know. I want like actual stables, like in a barn that is not like this like object. Like I don't want horses to be attached to this object. I want horses to be their own thing, like cats and dogs. The next thing on my list, I feel like might not happen because we don't have cars yet. But then I started thinking, okay, we do have bikes. So I guess it could be possible, right? Tractors. I think this would be the perfect opportunity to add tractors. And like, if this pack is going to be how I think it is, I'm just thinking to myself, how could they not have tractors? You know, if we're going to have like all this open field and you know, like, I just think we're gonna need tractors. But then again, who knows? Because I don't know what the gameplay is gonna be like, but I would love to see that. Next one is grooming for the horses. I'm hoping there's like a whole grooming system, and you're gonna need to keep their hair all nice, their mane. I think that would be so cool. Like actually having to keep your horse in nice shape and take care of them, clean the hooves and everything. Next one is feeding interactions. Hopefully we can like feed them carrots and stuff, and you know, it would be cool like to feed them lots of different things, apples, I don't know. I think that'd be so cute. The next one, if it doesn't come with the pack, I think I'll cry, and that's training, like jumping obstacles, like all the things, like learning racing. Like if they're going to be put into like race competitions, hopefully they can learn that. Like the actual horse will have a racing skill. Just a training skill in general actually would be amazing. And hopefully there's like, you know, for the cats and dogs, well, specifically dogs, they can go through the obstacles. I want the horses to have that. That would be so cool. I keep saying cool and amazing and all this stuff, but like that's the only words I could think of to explain this, because I just think horses would be so cool. Okay, so another thing, if there's breeding and we can have our baby horses, I really hope they can have like a close bond with the mother, and kind of, so this was something in The Sims 3, they'll kind of like panic if they're away from their mother, like if they're separated from them. And I feel like that is very realistic to real life. So that's something I would love to see. Just, we need more just realism in that sense, and like the little details I feel like really pull you in. So this one I feel like could happen, because with cats and dogs, it's a thing. So I'm just like crossing my fingers. I really want the horses to be done like cats and dogs, guys. I mean, being able to control the horses would be even better. Obviously with cats and dogs, the pets are not controllable. So I'm assuming the horses won't be, but with cats and dogs, they do have traits. And I think having horse traits would be so cool. Then all the horses will actually act different from one another. Whereas I feel like with cottage living, the farm animals kind of all act the same. There's like no depth there. And then the last one on my list is wild horses. So I'm hoping if we get this like big world with big lots and stuff, I really hope we see wild horses around. Again, with cats and dogs, there is stray dogs, stray cats that are around. So I feel like maybe they will do wild horses. And it would be so cool if they were like in herds together, like a whole bunch of horses, like all surrounded together, like by the water and stuff. Oh my gosh. That'd be so cool. So those are some things that I would love to see in a horse pack. Comment down below some things that you would love to see if you can think of any other ideas. I was really trying to like think of more because I feel like there will be more. I feel like we're going to see more festivals and stuff. I think there's going to be more gameplay features that are not directly surrounded by horses. We'll probably get some new things and stuff. Like with cottage living, there was the farm animals, but then there was a whole bunch of other stuff. But I'm hoping it is mainly based around the horses and they're actually like fleshed out. Like cats and dogs. You know, like most of it was based on the cats and dogs, but there was like some other things added. Oh, another thing. Hold on. This wasn't on my list, but I just thought of it. I really hope there's a new career that has something to do with like horse training, horseback riding, like just something, some sort of new career. Maybe your sim can work like at the competitions. I don't know. That would be really cool. If it was a playable career, that would be even cooler. But yeah, that's pretty much everything that I thought of so far. So yeah, like I said, if you have any other ideas, comment them down below. But I am going to go ahead and wrap this up here. I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope you guys are all having an amazing day, and I will see you all in my next video. Bye guys.